Ready or not, here we go. It's season 1 of Women Triumph. Come to get inspired, sit with your girlfriends, have a cup of tea. Let's chat. Secret sabotager. Welcome to Women Triumph. Come closer, come closer. Let's talk about what's happening with Suzanne. Here we go. I am Astra Johnson, Women's Ministry Leader at Triumph Church. Welcome to Women Triumph. So today I want to chat with you guys a little bit because before we started the show, we got a message from, we're going to call her Suzanne. Suzanne has messaged us, guys, because she is feeling a particular way. Come closer, come closer. Let's talk about what's happening with Suzanne. Suzanne messaged me because she was thinking to herself that she's constantly anxious. She feels depressed. She's not eating properly. She's really going through it. Suzanne has been put on antidepressants because she's at that point now where she feels like she can't even function on work. What is going on there? What is happening in her life? Who is sabotaging Suzanne and her success, her triumph? Let me tell you all something. I have been listening to her voice notes, and it is very clear to me that there is a sabotage at play, and that can happen in our lives. Sometimes when we are moving on up, there can be that sabotage that happens. Have you ever experienced something like that, where you feel like your whole life has all of a sudden just become a case of problems, issues, challenges, negativity? What happened to Suzanne as well? I feel like I really should share this piece with you guys. Is that even with her partner in her relationship, she has been feeling that sometimes when they have conversations that he is attacking her. Could he possibly be the secret sabotager? She's also feeling that at work, her co-workers, they don't really like her. They're all ganging up against her. The sabotager could be at work. It could be a situation where because she's on the job, these things are happening and she's not settled at all. She's not happy. Her success has been derailed, guys, and it is really taking a toll on her. Let's leave a hashtag down below. Let's leave broken heart in our hashtags. We can leave a hashtag powerful woman, just to give her some encouragement. At this point, Suzanne is really at quite a low point in her life. Matthew 11:28-30 says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." The Bible is giving us some comfort here, because sometimes you need to go in a quiet place and really listen to yourself and listen to God talking to you and giving you that level of encouragement. What's really going on in her life? Up next, we're going to reveal who the secret sabotager is in Suzanne's life. So I have been listening to Suzanne, and I have been, really analyzing what can be really going on here. And I asked a couple questions too. I said to her, tell me about your childhood. Tell me what has been going on. Tell me how you grew up. And she started to share with me that she grew up with her grandmother, and sometimes her grandmother would say some negative things to her, such as, "You won't amount to anything." She would have said to her as well, "You won't make it in life because you remind me so much of your own mother." Things like those were said to her as a child growing up. She would have brushed off some of those things. She had done well in school, she moved on with her life, and she has become quite a successful entrepreneur. What stood out to me is that these things became part of the trauma that affected Suzanne years ago. And oddly enough, she did not notice that they were still a part of her life now as an adult. And these are things that have started to erode at her. So the secret sabotager in her life clearly was her. Power of the mind. Those thoughts keep playing in her subconscious mind. So she second-guessed everything that she did. She felt like everyone was trying to attack or hurt or say something so severely negative to her that would create such an impact in her life. When we revealed to Suzanne that the secret sabotager in her life really was her, it was an eye-opener. Send a hashtag for me, guys. Leave a hashtag for me there. I am powerful. I am strong. Hashtag strength. Hashtag strength in God. Hashtag power of positive thinking. Because Suzanne finally realized that she was sabotaging her own life. We think that it would be a great idea for her to chat with a group of women, hear their stories as well, understand their victories, so that she can have someone that she can actually share with from time to time. Her biggest strength, I think, is, coming to that place where, I think the biggest thing for her is coming to that place where you recognize what the situation is. And now that we recognize that the sabotager really is her, it comes right back to us, guys. Are we secretly sabotaging our relationships? Are we secretly sabotaging our position in church? Are we secretly sabotaging our careers and our successes because we did not realize that there were things we were taking our childhood traumas and bringing them into our adult life? And once you can sit and spend some quiet time, talk to God about it, pray about it, get His word, look through the pages of His word and see whether or not this is what is going on with you. Once you've done that and you realize that some sort of childhood trauma, you may not even be able to pinpoint the direct trauma itself, but you have a sense that, hey, I remember growing up as a child feeling this way. What you need to do is, I always advise people to get help. Talk to a psychologist, talk to your pastors who are trained counselors as well, and get some help to start unraveling the past and bringing it to light what those traumas are. Because that's going to be really helpful. Remember, as a woman, we have so many responsibilities to our families, to ourselves, to our church ministries, to our community, even on our jobs. And being able to come to a place where you are a little more comfortable with who you are as a person and your strengths and so on can really make that world of difference. The Bible also says in 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7, cast all your cares upon Him, for He careth for you. So if you think that you have absolutely no one, you may not be in Suzanne's situation where she still had family, she could have reached out to us and so on. But if you're sitting there alone and thinking, I am by myself and I really don't know what to do, cast all your cares upon Him because He cares for you. Up next, guys, it's our affirmation segment. In the affirmation segment, we give you an affirmation that you can take with you during the next week so that you can be triumphant. And here's your affirmation for this week, ladies. I can overcome all negative situations. I choose positivity. Put that, stick it up by your mirror, use a sticky note, put it by the mirror where you brush your hair every day. Put it on the countertop in the kitchen where you're making breakfast every morning. Stick it on your visor. Put it on your phone. Let an alert go off during the day to remind you to look at your positive affirmation because you are choosing positivity this week. Sometimes when you allow these negative thoughts to come into your mind, sometimes you can't help it. You're just thinking to yourself and you're just sitting there and these thoughts come into your mind. Stop it. Train your mind to just hear positivity. Put in a positive thought that would remove that negative thought from there and say to yourself, I choose positivity and I can conquer, I can get over, I can be successful, I can conquer and be strong. I hope that you guys have an amazing week this week. Stay tuned because we have our Instagram page. You can follow us on Instagram. You can send us your messages. If this video has brought you strength, if this video has made a difference in your life, share it with another woman, share it with your women's group, share it with others so that they too can receive that blessing. Remember to love God.